Be the light or be in the limelight. Jesus told his disciples that they were the salt and light of the world. Salt and light both create an impact wherever they are placed, yet become inconsequential while doing so. They lose themselves in order to cause any difference to their surroundings. Salt is well defined in substance and is felt rather than seen or identified as such. Therefore, it is often quite easy to comprehend being the salt of the earth, for its role is well defined and its boundary well marked. To be the light, however, needs a clear understanding of purpose, priority, and pose. The purpose of light is not to draw attention to itself, but to bring into sharp relief what is hidden in the shadows. The priority of light is to shed its illumination so that what is not seen becomes uncovered and exposed. The pose of light is to dispel darkness and impart comfort in visibility. Being the light is often confused with being in the limelight. Most often, it is construed that to fulfill the role of being a light, one needs to have exposure and elevation. When Jesus said that no one lights a lamp and puts it under the bed, but on a lampstand, we construe it to mean being placed in a position of prominence. We assume that when he said that a city in a hill cannot be hid, that advancement is needed for influence. We decide that to be a force to create a ripple, one must be placed in positions and posts of visibility. The good news is that to be the light, one doesn't need authority or power or control. Light, by its very nature, will alter its surroundings and empower all around. So also in this dark world, you don't need special recognition or position, because being the light talks about conduct, not position. Jesus said, "Let your light so shine before others that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Being the light is to draw attention to God and elevate Him so others can reach the safety of His presence. All you need to do is just shine in the darkness so that others can see and be helped. Light is basically energy that will do a work, namely destroy darkness, irrespective of where it is found or placed. Coupled with the sense of sight, light is a primary tool for perceiving the world and communicating with it. A tool will serve its purpose for whatever it is created to do, irrespective of its circumstances. Light can be ensconced in a humble lantern or beam out of a mighty lighthouse. Yet, however and wherever it is placed, it will cause a change in its surroundings. So also, it doesn't matter who you are and where you are placed. Just be the light and do the work of light. Clear out darkness. Light, like salt, has to disperse itself into the medium to accomplish its work and fulfill its task. So also, be willing to be unknown as you actively fulfill God's mandate in life. The one who created you acknowledges and appreciates you being the light. Those around you know the role you play in their lives and will appreciate and thank God for you. Do not fret that you are not in the limelight, for you are in good company. The stalwarts of faith, Elijah, John the Baptist, Simeon, Anna, Ananias who baptized Paul, etc., were all people who had no visibility or position, yet God saw them and recognized them in His graces. The greatest example of light, Jesus Christ, lived unknown for 30 years in the quietness of a Middle Eastern hamlet. He who came to be the Savior of the world and the greatest man to live on planet Earth lived in obscurity and invisibility for about 80% of his life. If you are one who lives a hidden life, unknown and unsung, remember you are in good company, in the company of the Son of God. Continue to be the light without worrying or fretting that you are not in the limelight. Being the light is not synonymous with being in the limelight.